Okay, for every problem, you're going to draw a box on one side, and you're going to say M equals, B equals, and then you're going to draw a line here and put Y equals. And this last little box here is going to be your answer, okay? So, the first one we're going to do is if they give you the slope and the y-intercept, okay? This is the stupid easy one. Don't get these wrong because they're very easy. So let's say my slope is 4 and my y-intercept is 1/2. Okay? Does anybody know what is the equation of a line in slope-intercept form?
4x.
No.
Y.
No. The blanket equation.
Y equals
mx plus b. Very good. So you got y equals mx plus b. And the reason I say this is a stupid question is because they give you the m is 4, slope is m, and they give you the y-intercept, which is 1/2. So all you're going to do now is plug it in. Y equals 4x plus 1/2. Got it? So I have 2 points that's given to me. I still build my box. M equals, B equals, Y equals. What can I find with those 2 points very easily?
slope. Y1.
This is going to go down. My computer's going to go down, and we're going to... Okay, so when we find slope, it's with the formula we've been using for days now. We have the difference of the y's over the difference of the y's over difference of the x's. So 4 minus 5. Everybody follow me? So you got a -6 over a -1, which is +6. So your slope is +6. Now, any ideas on how I find the b? So far, Bo, I have y equals 6x plus b, right? I'm going to pick a point. I always pick the smaller numbers because it makes it easier. I'm going to put in 2 equals 6 times 4 plus b. 2 equals 24 plus b. Move the 24 over there, so -22 equals b. Right? I have my slope, I have my y-intercept. Am I ready to write my equation? Yep. Y equals 6x minus 22. Now, how do you check this? You don't graph it, but you're going to go into your calculator, put that in the y equals screen. Put your equation in the y equals screen. So once you put it in the y equals screen, you're going to go to second window and put in ask. And then you're going to go to the table, second graph, and you're going to type in the x for the first point, which is a 4, the x for the second point, which is a 5. And if the 4 is paired with a 2 and the 5 is paired with the 8, you have to be right. There is only one line that goes through 2 points. You learn that in geometry, okay? So you have to have the right one if it worked. Got it? No, we make our box just like always. M equals, B equals, put a line, Y equals. Got it? As soon as you find your M and your B, you're done. Did they give me either one of the M or the B's? Did they give me either one of the M? Did they give me? They gave me B. What's B? -2. Now we have to find the slope. So we have Y equals, we don't know the slope, -2, because we know the y-intercept, right? You plug in -2 for B. And now what do we do with the 1, 1? 1 equals 1 times M minus 2. So 3 equals M. So we're going to write the equation, and it's going to be y equals mx plus b. So there's your equation. Everybody put it in your calculators and make sure it goes through 1, 1. Everybody put it in your y equals. So we have the slope, right? Where are we going to put the 6? Under who? Who is 6?
Y. That would be B.
M, as in slope. So now we have to find the b. So we go ahead and we do y equals 6x plus b, and now we use our point. 3 equals 6 times 2 plus b. 3 equals 12 plus b. b equals -9, I believe.
Yes, it does.
And I'm ready to write my equation. It's 6x minus 9. And then you put it in. On these, yes, the slope is 6 because it's the guy next to the x. So you know he's right. And you just have to make sure that 2, 3 works in your calculator for the point. So you can check it. If you're given a graph, you really have to use the points that they mark on there for you. I think they mark 2 points because some of the line might get really close to an intersection, but they're not really on it, and they want you to use those 2 points. All right, so why we build our box because Luke told me to, right?
Gotta build that box. Build the box.
And that forces you to know that you're ready to write the equation, and it keeps everything organized, and it helps me correct your paper. All right, so when I look at this graph, what is a y-intercept? Where the graph does what?
Negative.
What is it? What is the y?
It's
Where it hits
where
the
the
y.
goes.
So the y-intercept is -4. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can do one of 2 things. You can count your slope. You can do one of 3 things, actually. You can count your slope by going up here, which is up 6, and over 2, which is a slope of 3. Or you can do the slope formula using those 2 points, which is 2 minus -4 over 2 minus 0, which is 6 over 2, which is 3. Or you can do what we've been doing. You can do y equals mx minus 4, and then plug in one of the points in here to find your slope, okay? So you have 2 equals 2 times m minus 4. 2m equals 6. M equals 3. So either way, you get 3. And now we're ready to write our equation. I don't care which way you do it. There's lots of ways to find your slope. Got it?
What would you say is the most final thing?
So we write our equation, 3x minus 4. Put that in the y equal. Now these are a little bit easier to check. You can go ahead and graph it and see that it at least goes in the right direction. You know your y-intercept is -4 because it hits at -4. You can check these 2 points on your table also. So there's a lot of ways to check that, okay?